Hi, I'm Dan Stair, Director of Reach Ministries. Welcome to Circle of Hope Online. For 27 years, Reach has fostered safe community for children, their families, and adults who are rejected and isolated because of HIV/AIDS. Our vision is that they are strengthened to flourish with dignity and self-worth and rise above the persistent stigma. When I was a teenager, my cousins and I would walk and often crawl thousands of feet deep into a cave and then turn off our flashlights. The darkness was so oppressive you could feel it. The darkness was so complete that you literally could not see your hand right in front of your face. Then one of us would strike a match, and that small flicker of light would fill the space. The Bible tells us that the light shines in the darkness, but the darkness cannot overcome it. You see, light always wins. The stigma of HIV is an oppressive darkness. HIV/AIDS imposes traumatic psychological burdens caused by the recurring stressors of physical pain, side effects of treatment, social stigma, outright discrimination, progression of the disease, the high cost of medications, and fear to disclose. Without intervention, those with HIV may feel there is no hope for the future, and the ever-present stigma dispirits teens and adults to the point that they discontinue their life-saving medical care. At Reach, we are compelled to shine the light of acceptance and hope into the darkness of rejection and isolation. Some true stories. A 12-year-old girl is bullied so badly that she retreats into self-isolation, shielding herself from pain. A Reach mentor pours unconditional affirmation and encouragement into her continuously for years. A young boy blurts out his HIV status at school, and he isn't invited to birthday parties or sleepovers anymore. His entire family is instantly embraced at Reach Labor Day camp, and they find the community they crave. A teenage boy discovers that the medication he's taken for years is for HIV. He lashes out at his parents and runs out of the house screaming about HIV. Instead of comfort, the judgment of his entire neighborhood falls on him and his family. A social worker calls Reach for help. Perpetual rejection causes a young woman to feel dirty and unworthy of love. Through a Reach support group, she finds understanding and begins to imagine the joy that she can have through the love of a husband and children someday. And some of our Reach young adults who have grown up with us tell us they might have just given up and died, literally died, without the ongoing acceptance and support of Reach, through all of the phone calls and encouraging notes, through the personal home visits, and all of our Reach social gatherings. Now think of the people who don't have Reach yet. Did you know that there are over 3,100 infants to 34-year-olds in Washington, Idaho, and Oregon living with HIV? And in that same age group, there are over 350 new HIV diagnoses every year? At Reach, we are feeling a sense of urgency. Our hearts are breaking for all of those young people and their families living with rejection, loneliness, and even despair outside of the safe, accepting Reach community. Since 2015, Reach has grown from 70 to 100 families and single adults. That's 42% growth made possible by the incredible generosity of your Circle of Hope pledges and other gifts. Take a moment to celebrate that. And now I invite you into a vision that I'm really fired up about. Doubling the number of families and adults we serve from 100 to 200 by the end of 2024. In dollars, the gap we need to fill today is $75,000. That's to sustain all of the growth so far and to welcome 30 new families in 2022. On the way to embracing 100 more families by the end of 2024. Will you help us shine light into darkness? Now, please watch the videos of two Reach families. To protect their confidentiality, their stories are read by Reach staff members Bridget and Grace. Please join me today in filling that $75,000 gap I told you about. I hope you will give generously. On behalf of everyone at Reach, including the families and children we serve every day, thank you for giving us the gift of your time to listen and to learn. We really appreciate you. Thank you.